Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're starting at the Edro 3 wreck and driving to Coral Bay. So let's have a look at the map first of all. So we're going to be coming out of the Edro 3 Bay to the main coast road and then driving down to Coral Bay, and when we're there we'll drive along the Coral Bay beach, well the track that goes past it anyway, and from there we'll go up the Coral Bay strip and then turn left past Philippos Supermarket, then we'll come back down past Cali Resort into the suburban area and we'll drive through there out onto the main road again, and then we'll finish by going down the Linear Park. So we're starting at the Edro 3 wreck, which you'll see a little bit more of in a tick. You don't have to park like we did. I was in my 4x4, so I was going a bit off-road. There are parking areas by the Oniro restaurant. Sometimes this area is closed off, sometimes it's open. I'm not sure what the actual official line is. I'm just coming around behind the restaurant now. Careful when you're driving here, obviously, because there's cliffs nearby. Not very high cliffs, but high enough if your car went over it for you to kiss it goodbye. And there's the restaurant. And there's a little brief view of the wreck, which to some is an eyesore, but to others, myself included, is a bit of an attraction. Some people have been married by it. Now, in this route, well, I went this route rather, because the last time I did this, I missed out a portion of the main road which someone was going to stay with on a villa, in a villa rather. So I'm going to include that bit this time. Just for them. So we're coming back to the coast road. I'm turning right here. This isn't the coast road from Paphos. That runs along Coral Bay and Ayos Georgios. This is the one that goes from Coral Bay Strip down to Sea Caves. They do join up again eventually, but I just want to make that clear. Right, the villa in question is up here on the right somewhere. And remember, if you like our content, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, as it really does help YouTube promote us. And if you want to help us financially, then go to our paphoslife.com/coffee page, and you can either send us coffee or click on one of the affiliate links. Okay, let's get on with the film. Rather unsurprisingly, the weather in this film was hot and cloudless. It was pretty good in terms of there wasn't much dust around in comparison to some of the times, especially after the fires. Dust levels and general weirdness in the sky has been quite high. I remember the first time when we moved to Cyprus in 2016, there was a huge Great Fire in Paphos Forest behind Argaka. I mean, the area is still recovering for that, the woodland, but and the clouds all over Paphos were full of smoke, and it did make for some very dramatic sunsets, I have to say, but I was happy when it cleared, put it that way. Fortunately, the fires we had recently were nowhere near as to the scale of that. Oh, and before I forget, there will also be a 360 version of this film, which goes all the way to the bridge, which will mean something by the end of this film. Now a few roads here, like that one we're just passing, will take you to, some of them will have little taverns at the end of them, and others will just go to the sea. And they're always worth having a little drive down. Obviously take care that you don't, if it becomes a farm track and then just like a dirt path, don't go down it in your car, especially if it's a hire car. Just park somewhere and walk. But you'll normally find a nice little coastal area where you can have a little walk. Right, we're coming through Coral Bay now. We've got Coralia Beach on the right. I didn't bother driving into the car park. A couple of shops around here as well. And it's the Coral Beach Hotel on the right. I think that's what it's called. And we'll soon be coming to a T-junction where we'll turn right, taking us into Coral Bay. Well, we're in Coral Bay already, but this will lead us towards Coral Bay Strip. Here we go, turn right here. They're doing some more building work on the left. I wonder what that will be when it's finished. I would guess it's just going to be more villas. Right, you might just get the occasional glimpse of a beach on the right now, which will be Coral Bay Beach itself. We'll have a close-up look at that in a tick. We just turn right past this big sign. And there's the bus step for Coral Bay, because people often ask about that. That'll take you all the way to Paphos, Tomb of the Kings Road, change there for Paphos Harbour. So that will hopefully change at some point. And the powers that be realise what people actually want the route to do. Anyway, so here's a nice view of Coral Bay Beach itself. All the sunbeds are out in force now. You don't have to drive this far down if you're visiting in a car, by the way. But I was filming it, so. Plenty of sun worshippers. There are water sports in the middle bit if you're wondering why there's no sunbeds. And at the far end, you'll get another cluster of sunbeds around other kiosks. And between the two, Coralia Beach and Coral Bay Beach, people will debate for hours which they prefer. Most people do seem to prefer, well, most people who watch my films seem to prefer Coralia Beach. I guess it all depends on what you want. All I would say is if you're here on holiday, spend a day in one and a day in the other and decide for yourself. You'll soon know which you prefer, and then you'll be coming back to that one. Right, now we're going back onto the Coast Road, and we'll be driving through Coral Bay Strip in a minute. And all the pipe work they were doing down here is now complete. I was quite impressed with how quickly that final bit of pipe work was laid. And Cali Resort and Spa will be on the left soon, but we'll drive past that again because we're going to do loop back around in a minute, so I won't say anything about that at the moment. Let's concentrate on a drive through the strip. Right, first thing to notice is that they've got the proper bollards at this end now. Not all of them. See, there's still some of the temporary ones up ahead, but they are taking steps to replace the temporary ones with the proper ones. People were concerned about that. Oh, it's so much nicer now. We'll pop the signs up and everything. And still a fair amount of on-street parking. Now we're back to the new bollards again. When you consider what it looked like even a month ago, it's an amazing transformation. Anyway, we'll be turning left at the end here. Let that car go past first. And if you're self-catering or bed and breakfast or half board, then the supermarket up ahead called Philippos will probably be somewhere you'll be making a visit to at one point or another, because it's got lots of stuff that you'd want. It's a lot bigger than it might look from the outside as well. It's a huge, great place. Got very nice butchers inside as well. But we're going to be turning left just past it, and this will take us back to Cali Resort. And as I said before, that's open now. They're still doing work on the landscaping, but inside it's absolutely gorgeous. At some point in the future I'll have to do a tour of that. But yeah, they pulled out all the stops towards the end. I have to give them credit where it is due. That's on the left now. There is a 360 version of this coming out, and in that you'll be able to turn the camera obviously left and see what it looks like, but obviously not on this one, you can't. That'll be out on Friday, because I always tend to release 360 films on Friday, mainly because I get less views on Fridays because a lot of people, I don't know, they're busy going out or whatever. So I tend to put the 360s out then, because then the people who like 360s, and they'll watch them anyway, can watch them. Right, so we're turning left now. Now it's funny this, because this used to be the diversion route, which is obviously no longer a diversion because Coral Bay Strip has reopened. So most of the diversion signs have been removed. And it was amazing how tricky it was trying to remember where the diversion actually ran. And I missed the turning the first time. And I end up in an area which looked like it, well, they had like security, and basically I didn't want to drive around filming it because they might object to it. So in a moment I'll be doing a little U-turn. But this has changed so much since the first time we came to Coral Bay in a villa down here. It's completely unrecognisable from then. Here we are. I thought, oh dear, they're not going to like me filming there, so I'll just turn around here, I think. You get a nice little view of Coral Bay Beach again there. Actually, that's not Coral Bay Beach, that's Pottinger Bay. What am I talking about? So, now I'm trying to find the correct route that the diversion used to follow. What I should have done was look out for the signs pointing to the various restaurants, because I did notice later, but they're still intact. But it's amazing how when you get used to one thing, like a diversion, and then it disappears again, as if it was never there. That's the road I should have gone. I wonder what's going to be going to the left there. We turn left here. See, in the past, you'd have to go follow this road to get to all the restaurants, and you still can if you want to park out the back, which probably makes more sense, to be honest. But this road, I'd imagine the traffic levels on it have been reduced quite significantly over the last week or so. So it's getting back to its old level. There's the Ascot Hotel on the right. And we're turning left, heading back up to the top end of Coral Bay Strip, where I used to have to park when I was doing my interviews. I wonder when they're going to start doing the roundabout. I'd imagine they'll wait till after the tourist season now. But yes, the roundabout's going to be increased in size, and then they're going to be building, renovating the road between Coral Bay and Payer itself. And that was they were saying that would be about a 2-year project in total. But I'd imagine they'd get the roundabout area done first in the off season. And I was going to finish filming just here, but I then noticed that the road leading down to the Linear Park was open, so I thought, oh, I might as well have a little drive down there, because I did a walking tour down there when it was just before it was opened properly. So a lot of the bits, like the gym equipment, was covered up still. So here I'm thinking, oh, shall I? And I thought, yeah, why not? I was hoping I could drive down here all the way to the bridge, but the battery ran out on the camera just before I got there. But you do get to see now what the Linear Park looks like now that it's finished. Whether the track I'm on now will be here always, or whether they'll just landscape that as well, I don't know.